Good to meet up with you again.
Good to be with you as well, Robert. Excited.
Now, we spoke last week about how sales is a life skill.
Yeah.
And your program called?
Sales and Leadership Mastery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really a great program, and it was about a life skills development. But on the program, you also taught us about the 6 steps to selling. Let's run through those 6 steps, and what are they, and why does being able to do each of those steps well actually increase your ability to sell?
Awesome. Thanks, Robert. Well, the first thing is I don't know about you, but I'm excited it's only 6. Because 6 is simple.
Awesome.
6 is simple. And
I can count it on 2 hands.
100%. It would be better if it was 1, but it's 6. And the reality is this, is sales is simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. So in the last time, when we chatted on the previous one, it's about mindset, and I talked about the first sale of all is the sale to you. Once you sell to you, well, then you need to be able to follow a process, and the process is a series of steps that take you to an end result. So 6 steps. Step number 1, find customers. One of the problems with many people is they have no one to sell to because they're not out finding customers. They don't know who to speak to. They don't know who those customers are. So step number 1, find customers with money, find customers that are looking for the things that you have. Okay. So the other thing about people is they're out talking to lots of people. They're just speaking to the wrong people. So step 1, find customers with money. Step 2, once you are clear on who those customers are, well, you need to start taking action. Sales is an action game. It's about getting out. It's about meeting people. It's about connecting. Once you know who you need to connect with, well, you've got to take action. And the first step in taking action is you have to approach and make contact. Now, there's many ways to approach and contact, especially in the amazing world of technology today and all that sort of stuff. You can send emails, social media, Twitter, all those type of things. So you can make contact. But essentially, and especially for many small to medium-sized business owners, I just believe one of the easiest, quickest ways, or simplest, quickest ways to make contact is pick up the phone or go out and knock on doors, because you're in control of that. Now, we go back to what we talked about, little voice and selling to yourself. You're going to have to learn how to sell to yourself. But really, it's get out, identify in your area who the key people are, and go meet them. So step number 2, approach, make contact.
Sounds so simple.
It is simple, right? It is really simple, but I'll say it again, it's not easy because all this nonsense gets in the way.
Unless you've been on your workshop.
Unless you've been on my workshop.
Then it doesn't get
and then we get rid of the
Then we
stuff.
sell 26 books on a Friday night.
100%. At what time?
At about 7 o'clock at night.
So you made yourself about 3,500 rand on a Friday night at 7 o'clock at night. Yep.
I've never sold a book in my life.
Good job. So you got it. So it's simple. The next step, once you're approaching in contact, you've got to be able to pitch and present. So a key subtlety in pitching and presenting is too many people talk too much. So the art of pitching and presenting is talk less, ask more, and listen a lot. I'll say that again. Talk less, ask more, listen a lot. So we take people through a process of learning how to pitch, how to connect, get in your world, because it's really simple. Sales is, if I'm selling to you, it's all about you, it's not about me. But too many people are stuck in the world. It's all about me, look at my product. Not interested in that. So you learn how to pitch and present, how to connect with the person, and then what do you expect come up? That horrible word that goes, no.
No.
Yeah. And that's most people's biggest fear. He said no.
No. How do I handle it?
100%. So when the no comes up, you've got to be able to take people from a no to a yes. Now in my world, from a no to a yes, without convincing, without telling them why they're wrong, but ultimately being able to get them to move themselves from a no to a yes. So you get responses like, you know what, Robert, I wasn't actually interested just now, but now I think about it. Yes, I would be interested in having you as my accountant, or I would be interested in exploring options on how you work with me before. Now, I'm the one that shifted my mind without you trying to convince me why I need an accountant. Does that make sense?
So many times it's about cajoling as opposed to finding the solution.
Yeah.
And as you say, all about the customer.
People are always trying to do that, like, no, but you don't understand, and well, I can be better than the other guy. People aren't interested in that. They're interested in they make up their own mind, and then they go, then you know they're buying. You take them from a no to a yes. And I've also learned this. People that start off saying no, that end up saying yes, mean yes. People that say yes too fast often mean no. But we teach that on the program.
We had an example of where we have these accounting packages and someone signed quickly.
Yep.
It never went ahead.
There we go.
And like you say, it was just too. Had it been properly thought out, it's quite a commitment.
Yeah.
It's a relationship building exercise, and all those steps were missed.
And
then it never flew.
I bet you have some clients that you had to work really, really hard to work them through why being on that program was a good thing. And those clients that you worked really hard that eventually said yes, they're still your clients today.
Because it's authentic, it's a commitment, 100%. It's a relationship.
And it was about them.
It
was about their problems. And so you take them from a no to a yes. Once you take them from a no to a yes, you've got to close. How do you close? Get money in the bank. And so you get money in the bank. And part of closing is also you deliver. A lot of times people get money in the bank and then don't deliver. So part of closing is you get money in the bank, you deliver, you honor your agreement, they honor their agreement, and then you go through, you follow up, you build a relationship, and you keep supplying them, you keep adding value, and over a period of time, you build trust with them. The client says, hey, Robert, thank you, you've been my accountant. Hey, a friend of mine would like to speak to you. Hey, there's another, and then you learn how to drive referrals, testimonials. That takes you all the way back up to the process. Start finding customers again, and you keep going. 6 steps. You learn how to do those, you learn how to do them well, you get out, you get through this, you start generating a lot more income, and we go back to what we talked about the other day in our previous interview. Sales equals income, income equals life. The better you sell, the better you earn, the better you earn, the better you live. Pretty simple.
I think what was really awesome about your workshop, Barry, is the way you teach. It wasn't another PowerPoint. It was so experiential. Everything was games and activity, and I call it games because it's mind games.
Yeah.
But activities and so it is actually trying and putting into practice in the workshop these things.
So did you experience real life sales in 2 days?
Well, we actually did the sales, and then in the second day, in I think it was 12 minutes. In the room, we sold 1.4 million.
1.47 million rand in 12 minutes with 20 people. That's not bad, eh?
On a Saturday night.
Saturday night, yeah, it's 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock on a Saturday night. So I think that's one of our biggest focus is in training is people. We want people to experience. So you learn the content, but you experience it. So when you leave, not only can you say I learned about selling, but I sold. And that's the difference between information and knowledge. How often do we learn about something? We have all the information, but it's not knowledge. Now we have to take that information and go and do it. We're better placed to actually do it than when you're in the place where you're learning the information. And that's the process. So very blessed to be able to be on this journey and be able to do what I do. So yeah, I'm thankful and have gratitude every day of my life.
Thank you for what you put into that workshop.
Thank you, Robert.
For your commitment to people. And I really look forward to getting lots of our clients on the program, lots of SMMEs, because then we'll change Africa.
Robert,
world, but
we have the same
we'll
mission.
change Africa.
And I think that's where you and I connect. Is I just believe we live on the most abundant continent on this planet, and it's just shifting people's mindsets and teaching people, pretty simply, teaching people what they don't learn at school.
Yeah.
Teaching people what they don't learn at school to realize what's already there. We have the most abundant continent. We should be, we should be way more abundant in all areas of our life. And that's why we do what we do.
Awesome.
Make a difference. So thanks, mate.
Thank you, Barry.
Thank you, buddy.
Okay.
Blessing being with you.
Cheers.
Cool.